Welcome to Teen Up, a podcast that digs deeper into the thoughts of teenagers' mind about the wonders of the world.
If you're new here, I'm your host, Isabella.
And I'm Glenn. If you're not, welcome back.
Here is a quick disclaimer. We are two teenagers that are doing our best to research everything. However, we are not experts, so if we offend anyone or say something wrong, we want to apologize in advance. Please email us to tell us what was wrong. Thank you.
This week, we're going to talk about dream come true. I know, it's kind of out of nowhere. We thought it's funny because we were talking about dreams, and then we just on a completely different note talk about dreams come true, or just dreams in general, but not dreams like dreams in life, not dreams that you have at night.
Right. Well, basically, this episode is just us really chit-chatting about, it's just life in general, and we've reached season 12, last episode of season 12, meaning that we've come to a full circle of 1 year.
Yeah, which is pretty amazing, I think, because I remember last year at this time we were both very busy on school stuff, and we were talking about starting, not really starting a podcast because we had this before. So it's more restarting the thing. And then we were brainstorming at this time last year. And then, we started in May. And it's been a year now, which is unbelievable, actually.
I know, it's quite awesome. Man, our friendship lasted for another year.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this year passed by quite quickly, and I guess it's also because we rushed through a lot of the seasons during summertime, trying to get it done before so that we could have time for schoolwork. Yeah, this year passed by really quickly for me.
Yeah, and so our recording, like Isabella said, it's not we don't record every week or every month. We basically finished most of this year, 2/3 of the episodes in the summer. And then we were back during January, February, I think.
Yeah, about.
And we totally forgot how things work.
I know, it was so funny.
Because we had a workflow.
Anyways, I'm quite proud of our progress here. So honestly, if we're looking at our whole podcasting career, if we could call it that, we started 2020, so it's been 2 years. Quite proud. And yes. We've definitely grown a whole lot, not just on how to do podcasts. I get also mentally, for sure, we've both grown.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool, and I think I've learned a lot throughout this whole podcast thing because after rebranding, we did a lot of research on a lot of different topics, and I think I've definitely learned a lot.
And we reach out to a lot of people. A lot of people collabed with us, and we are very, very thankful for that.
Yeah.
And it's just very amazing to meet new people in general. How, because when you think about it, it's kind of amazing how we can meet through this and to have a good conversation or whatever with people that you will definitely not meet in this life. Say people in a different part of the world, in Europe or in America, you will not meet them because of the distance, and there are just so many people in the world. But through this thing, we meet these people and started friendships with them,
I bet like we've talked to like almost 20 different people throughout the whole year. And some of them I feel like we're still like, if we talk again, we could still be really good friends with. and still have a great conversation going. And yeah, I really liked how we brought in a lot of different people onto our podcast and how we joined other people's podcasts too. All of these experiences are super great.
Yeah, so I guess we should address the elephant in the room.
What?
We said we're going to focus on schoolwork for like the fall semester, but that is mainly for college applications. I think that's like what we've been working on for like the past few months or years, if you want to think of it that way.
Yeah. Well, all of that has come to an end with our senior year too.
Yes. By the time this podcast is out, I believe we will be out of school already.
Yeah, school will probably be done by then.
And I don't know, it's just like it's been an amazing 3 years, I would say. Not like I'm giving a speech, you know?
What, you're the valedictorian and you're giving your speech during graduation ceremony?
I'm not, sorry. But yeah, it's been amazing. A lot of things happened.
We got into the colleges that we wanted. I guess that I'm super grateful for whatever I had to go through. The application process, like receiving those status update were nerve-wracking for me, but I don't know. They came out the way that it was supposed to be, so I can't really say anything about that. Yeah.
And I guess like, because when we were discussing what to talk about in this episode, we were thinking like, do we want to actually say something like advice or something like that? But my response to Isabella is that I don't think, like, me generally don't believe in advice. I know it's kind of like an unpopular opinion. I think it's nice to have them, but to me, there are certain things in life that you just need to go through to actually learn them, you know? You need to go through some setbacks. And that is like my general outlook on things. It's that you cannot do everything perfectly, and there is no way for you to do that, and you just need to learn as you go.
Yeah. I think, yeah, I agree. So there's really no advice for senior year, like going through all the college application stuff. Like we even had to write a letter for the next class about like senior year. And I remember writing in the letter, I was like, I could tell you how great it feels to like be done with school and all the hard work that I have to go through. I can't really explain all that until they actually experience it themselves. So yeah.
Like, see you on the other side type of sentiment.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, and like we are both like very, very excited for the future in general. Like what's gonna happen next, because it's definitely gonna be like a lot of new things happening. And like it's kind of exciting. That's all I can say about it, because like I don't really know what's gonna happen. There is no way for me to know what's gonna happen. Nobody knows what's gonna happen in the future. Nobody knows that if it's gonna be like the end of the world tomorrow, you know?
I mean, I'm really excited. It's nerve-wracking. We're gonna be able to meet a lot of new people as we go to college. There are gonna be a lot of new things, and our time would be like consumed by college. I don't even know how this podcast is going to end up, but I like it so far and what we've created here.
Yeah, and it's like a project for us, and like you guys know, at most this will like last for another 2 years, and then we're in our 20s, and just like this whole idea doesn't work anymore, you know?
Right. Wow. 2 years, man. 2 years. And we're going to be 20. Oh my God. I can't.
You're gonna like live till you're 80. Like you don't have to be nervous about it. I don't know. Maybe it's like 90s,
I don't know.
100.
Maybe I die tomorrow. You never know. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
you
not.
never
I'm not.
know. Just don't say that. But yeah, this podcast is not gonna be forever, but I guess like we have to say something about it, right? Since we're talking about it. We will definitely try to keep doing this in this form or not. Like we're gonna keep doing a podcast, that's for sure.
Yes, I think, yes, we're going to continue doing this as long as we have the time to do so and the energy to keep up with it. However, it might change in the future. That will be decided then.
Yeah, we never know what the future holds.
Exactly.
So back to the topic of college. Because wait, I honestly think it could be like a great clickbait, just like because everybody wants to listen to other people talk about how did they get in, what did they do, you know, all kinds of stuff.
What? Okay.
Or like advices. So, as you wish, Isabella, do you have any advice for people who are going into this process right now? Maybe this year or maybe next year in the future. Do you have any
Yeah.
advice for them before they go into this process?
I guess I do have one. It's pretty basic though. Like, I think I'm still struggling with this a little bit. Like, don't look at rankings. Like, I this is so basic, but for reals. I because my siblings, they're pretty smart. I mean, I wouldn't say that I'm any less than they are, but it's just that they've gotten to pretty good schools.
Prestigious.
Yes, prestigious schools. And throughout the whole process, like I wanted to apply to like really great schools because for some reason, I thought I was good enough. It's like, oh, easy. I'm going to get into this school because I just know I can. But obviously, it did not turn out that way. But I'm so grateful for how it turned out for sure. Just don't care about ranking. It doesn't really matter. It matters about how you, oh, this is so basic. It matters how you like use the opportunities that you get when you go to college. I mean, I'm not even in college yet, but I feel like it's going to be great, hopefully.
Yeah, I feel like there's going to be like a ton of opportunities to do all kinds of stuff.
Right. Oh, I also want to share. I was choosing between UCSD and Colby College. And Colby College, my parents keep talking about like, oh, the ranking for Colby College in liberal arts colleges. It's like number 8, I think that's what they said. And then they were like, oh my God, number 8 is so good. Like, yeah, they support me going to Colby College.
What?
I mean, it's not like they don't support me. What do you mean? What? Why? Why are you surprised?
No. I'm just surprised because I thought your parents were like concerned about liberal arts college before.
Right. Like, my parents were. They were very concerned about liberal arts colleges because they don't really know much about it. But then I convinced them, and my brother helped me. So I was concerned about, you know, the rankings because my parents were proud that I got into like a number 8 school, and UCSC was like in the 20s because my dad kept saying that, oh, it's like number 20. What was it? Anyways, I forgot, like 20 something. And then but then I ended up choosing UCSD because Colby is way too cold. Way too cold. I cannot. There's no point in my story. But anyways.
The point of your story is not to choose school based on rankings.
Exactly.
My story, however, completely different.
Yep.
I chose school based on, I don't even know how to say this, based on vibes.
Yeah.
I know it sounds ridiculous, but trust me, you're not gonna regret this. Like, I honestly encourage everybody to just like go to the tours online because it's all online now. I basically just like went through like a bunch of tours, like 20 something tours in my summer, and I see like which school I like the best. Just like what kind of environment I want to be in. Can I imagine myself there? And that's like basically how I choose what school that I apply to.
Yeah, you told me that during summertime, right?
Yeah, and that was like in our videos, I think.
And I think I took that advice. Like, I used that to choose the schools that I wanted to apply to, and it worked out pretty good. So, thanks.
Well, you're welcome. But honestly, I think that is like the only thing that I am so grateful that I did. That I did not just like dive myself into like a million web pages about like curriculums, all that stuff. Because I feel like at the end of the day, I mean, hold on. I did research for like programs and curriculums, of course. I did not like go all the way into them and plan out my future 4 years at every other school. I did not do that. But I did look at curriculums, okay? So don't judge me.
Wait, wait, so you did?
I did look at some, but it's not like a ton. You know, a lot of people look at more. I look at like things that I want to do. So if I make sure they're there, then that's fine. If things I want are there, then it's all good. And to be honest, I feel like a lot of school have like very similar stuff going on, at least for me. Like, I'm gonna be doing like electrical engineering. And for me, what I want is like, I want to have some more flexibility and stuff like that. So as long as that's there, it's all good. And I feel like a lot of schools offers that. And it's just like not, I cannot differentiate schools just based on what they're offering. But of course, if you're like going for a totally different thing and the offer at different schools could differ. So you need to do your own research, of course. Wait, what I'm trying to say is finding a school based on your preference and like what kind of people you'll meet. Like that is pretty important, I think. Because it's not like just a academic thing that you're choosing. It's like a whole life that you're choosing, even though everybody's saying that, but like we're really saying that, you know, it's actually a thing that I can feel. It's about the process.
Yeah.
Feels like that was like the most nerve-wracking thing that we had. Like a bunch of stuff to write, a bunch of admission essays.
Yeah, it was everything was like clumped together and it was hard to, you know, manage our time.
I don't know. I feel like I'm not the type of person that goes online and look at a bunch of example essays. Some people do that, I know. I'm not one of those people. I feel like I could get affected by it a lot, so try not to do that. At least for me, but like do whatever you want. That's best for you. I know some people might hate the whole process, but I feel like it really offers you an opportunity like to like look back on what happened, you know?
Yes. Yes, I get you. Yes.
It forces you to like look back, to really look back and into stuff. Because you don't just like walk down the street on a Tuesday and then start thinking about, what is my biggest influence?
Like the most like broadest questions are for the personal statements. And my experience for writing personal statements was a long trip. Wow. I wrote like 8 different essays for like 5 different topics, 5 different questions. I ended up choosing one I ended up writing one that I really, really liked. And I feel like those other 8 essays were not, they did not go to waste. Like I did not use them at all, but writing them out and really, you know, thinking back like questions like, oh, what is something that influenced you the most throughout high school? Or things like that. Like I don't think I've ever thought about these questions until I saw these until I started writing these essays. And I think it helped it helped me like process a lot of the emotions that I wasn't able to, or process a lot of the memories, and really think it out and not just let it be maybe like a regret or just something that happened in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I liked that a lot.
Yeah, I totally agree with what you just said. It was a great opportunity to be able to do that.
Yeah.
And I mean it. It's just like, it's not like we're done with it, so we say all kinds of great stuff about it. I mean, it was tough. Like, we spent a whole lot of time on it.
Holy smokes, yes. We spent so much time on these essays. But I think it was all worth it for sure. And I think my writing skills did improve.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah. And like the structures and remembering to add transitions. Transitions. Man. Writing these essays taught me to write transitions.
So we did not do reaction videos.
I mean, I did.
Wait, actually you did it?
Okay, I actually did, except for like 3 or maybe 4 schools. I wasn't able to actually get my immediate reactions because they came in like through email, or like I just opened them on accident or whatever.
Oh.
But no, it's like for my own memory and stuff. So
Oh. I mean, I did not do it at all. At all.
I mean, only had a few schools, so
Okay, so anyways, that's about it. And for next season, since it's our 1-year anniversary for this podcast, or like this era, we will be putting out a season about podcast.
Thank you for listening to this episode. Remember to like, subscribe, and share our channel.
Also, comment down below if you have any thoughts. You could click on the bell to get notified when we upload a new video as well.
Thank you and bye.